Hi all, it's Astra, obviously. And I really didn't think I was going to be creating my second video so soon after my first one, but I had a really interesting and amazing experience that I wanted to share. And I was going to create this as to be one of the master classes that I offer only to my clients in my paid monthly membership, the Magic Miraculous Manifestors Circle. And I thought, well, every once in a great while, I will create a masterclass for them and then realize that it's something that I'm guided to share, publicly as well. So this is one of those rare moments in history. Because it's just too powerful of a story, and I am going to go into sort of a guided healing meditation as well, at which point I'll probably turn the camera off so that my dancey motions won't be a distraction, and also at that point I will advise you to pause it if you're driving, because you don't want to do any sort of deep meditation stuff while driving a car, or what do they say, operating heavy machinery, which so no tractors and no bulldozers and all that good stuff. So whenever something happens that is showing me that there's some sort of block or imbalance that wants looking at in order to process through, heal, balance back out, that kind of thing. I tend to, as I mentioned on my last video, I tend to do my sort of transformational and shifty type things while I'm in the shower. There's just something really powerful about I call them my sacred showers, because that motion of the water it's just so perfect as it's literally a cleanser, but it's also cleansing the aura at the same time. So showers are a form of energy healing. So what happened was that this weekend, I had the house to myself, and so I was getting a lot of cleaning done, and I was possibly going to have one of my good friends since high school over. As it turned out, she couldn't come over, but I still was glad that I thought she might be coming over, because I used it as inspiration to clean my house. I tend to, if I know I'm having company, I'm definitely more proactive about doing more than the average straightening, daily stuff. So yay, cleansing again. So there I was cleaning, and I realized that the tablecloth on our dining room table hadn't been changed in a while. And there was like maybe a couple crumbs and, some paperwork. And I just thought, I'm going to not purge everything, but just get everything straightened out, put things in piles, not on the table, just to have a refreshed and renewed, space there, since it's really, really literally the center of the first floor of the house is the dining room table. So it's nice to kind of give it a little clearing every now and again. And I was going to change the tablecloth. I have two main tablecloths, kind of interspersing with the third one. And the third one, I sometimes lay on top of one of them. So I'm kind of layering, and it looks cool. And the two main ones I consider sort of like the normal daily tablecloths, and they're both nice. There's nothing wrong with them, but there is this one tablecloth I have that I had totally forgotten about, and we were doing some deep closet cleaning the other day, and I discovered this tablecloth, and I think I had vaguely been wondering where I had put it to store it. Because it wasn't with the other tablecloths, and I wonder if I did that because I consider it like finery more. It's And also I wouldn't typically use it as a normal everyday tablecloth because it's an off-white color, which for food and coffee purposes is not, you know, it's not the most practical for daily use. But for, you know, parties or like a dinner party, something that's a little bit more posh. And it's off-white, but it's got these very delicate flower, I'm trying to think of the word, it's almost sketches on it, just line drawings, and in like a dark blue on the off-white, and then around the rim, and it's an oval tablecloth, and around the rim there's also some green designs, and it almost, around the rim, it almost looks like an Indian design, you know, and I think, is it 100%? I can't remember the material, but it just feels good. It looks beautiful. And I thought, hey, you know what? I found that tablecloth again recently. There's not going to be anyone here but me this weekend to like put random things on the table, you know, or eat grilled cheese, or, you know. Now this is the second video in a row that I mentioned cheese. There's something weird going on, but well, there always is something weird going on. But anyway, so I thought, and I remembered that story, and there's like there's some sort of meme or video that goes with it or something about the elderly lady who had, you know, her regular everyday clothes that she wore, and then her one good dress, like her best dress. And she kept it in the closet for a special occasion. And she kept waiting. She didn't wear it every day. She kept waiting and waiting and waiting. And then she died. And I think maybe the end of the story is she was buried in it. But the moral of the story and the point is, if you have nice things, don't wait until you're dead to use them. You know, what good is my tablecloth going to be in a couple decades from now? You know, if I've never taken it out of the closet. I think I used it one time and then washed it, and then that was it. And I thought, I'm going to put on the nice festive tablecloth on the dining room table for my benefit, for my visual, you know, entertainment for the weekend. So I did, and it looked beautiful, and you know, I was totally enjoying it. And earlier today, I was in the bedroom, which is off of a tiny little hallway / foyer thing, off the dining room, the main bedroom, the master bedroom. And I was hanging out in there with the dogs, probably with my laptop and doing stuff. And because my daytime office is sort of in bed with the dogs, you know, so that's probably what I was doing. And I think I was getting ready to go out through the dining room and into the kitchen to do something. And as I was sort of getting up off the bed and I was standing up in the bedroom, I heard that unmistakable sound of a cat. And I know it's gross, but it's life. So that's that. The unmistakable sound of a cat throwing up. If you've ever had a cat, you know what I'm talking about. And I thought, oh, you know, and we do have the one cat. We had 3 cats. Now it's down to 1. We had 4 animal losses last year, 2 cats, our guinea pig and our lizard. So that was a little bit of a rough time. But we do have 1 awesome, amazing cat left. And she did make a very short appearance in my last video as well. Zoe is her name. And every once in a while she does throw up. And I thought, oh, you know, oh, well, I'm walking out anyway. I might as well just, you know, inspect to see where it happened and then go grab the paper towels and get everything cleaned up. And so I'm walking out into the dining room, you know, where it would normally be in a certain area of the floor, you know, but I didn't see anything. So I thought, oh, well, sometimes she does it in the bathroom, which is where we have her food and water, kind of a baby gate, so that the dog, otherwise our little dog would, if we kept out dry cat food, the little dog would always eat it for sure. Actually, probably the bigger dog would too. But since we keep dry food out for Zoe, we sanction it off in the bathroom with the baby gate in this one area. And so I'm thinking, well, oh, well, since I don't see it on the dining room floor, maybe she did it in the bathroom, because that sometimes happens as well. And better on the dining room floor or the bathroom floor than, say, in one of the other rooms that actually has carpet, which we need to get cleaned anyway, but or, you know, that kind of thing. So, and I looked, it wasn't in the bathroom, peeked in the kitchen, it wasn't in the kitchen, then finally went to the couple rooms in the front of the house that are that do have the carpet. And every once in a great while, it happens on the couch too. So I looked everywhere, and I was thinking, maybe she just made the gurgling noises, you know, the noise, the sound of it, but nothing came out. So I'm just, you know, I rechecked the whole first floor once again, because it was definitely coming from somewhere on the first floor, the sound I heard. And I didn't see it, and I didn't see it. So I thought, oh, all is well, you know, everything's fine. So I go into the kitchen, do something, walking back through the dining room, and I'm realizing I glance over on the dining room table, on the nice finery tablecloth that I had put, you know, that I had, you know, deigned to drape across the dining room table, and she had thrown up on the nice tablecloth. So, needless to say, I of course bunched it up and cleaned everything up, and but I thought, man, the tablecloth was up. Not even a couple. I don't think it was up even a couple of. Oh no, was it up? Yeah, I don't think it was even up a couple hours, and that happened, and I thought, something tricky is happening here. You know, this is there. That was like such a message, because not to mention that, but on top of that, Zoe knows she's not allowed on the dining room table. She knows it, you know, and she never goes up there, you know, after we got her, and I trained her not to. Because she would go up there and she would like trail kitty litter, and it was just gross. So I definitely trained her not to, and she never does. So what the heck was she doing on the dining room table, on my best tablecloth that I never use because it's white and I don't want it to get dirty? And, you know, who am I to think I should use the luxurious and finer things in life, when 2 seconds later, well, a little longer than that, you know, there's cat vomit on it. And I thought, oh my God. and so so then, you know, later in the day, I was taking my sacred shower, and I said, okay, I've got to look into this, because I know there's something energetic going on underneath, you know, what I call the main core reason that it happened. And so I, you know, went into sort of meditation mode, and I asked, you know, what is the main core reason behind this? And I received this message, and it was, I don't deserve nice things. And I thought, wow, okay, you know, that's a belief that that was never come to the forefront before, at least not so vividly and obviously. And so I don't deserve nice things. Talk about a poverty mindset, right? So, and I thought, okay, here's another thing I've learned about myself. Any thought that I have or belief that I have that doesn't set me smack dab in the middle of my abundance vibration doesn't belong to me. Meaning, it was taught, it's not the real me. It was handed down through the generations, you know, ancestrally. It's not the true Astra. And so I said, okay, is this ancestral? I received a yes. I said, mother's side or father's side? Father's side. His mother or his father's side? His father's side. Was it his father's mother's side or father's side? His father's side. What about, and then I tried to go back further, and it wouldn't let me. It stopped. So it was my dad's belief, who I've never met. I don't even know his name. So my great grandfather on my dad's side, on his dad's side, he had or was held a belief, you know, for some reason, that he didn't deserve nice things. And as soon as I hit upon that main core source for this belief system that I was holding on to, I felt something release from the left side of my body, which interestingly enough is the masculine side. And I thought, wow, it was like this pop kind of from my torso. And I thought that was amazing. And after that, where I had been feeling kind of bunched up in my stomach region, like energetically, because I was nervous to launch the first video of the Create Your Universe with Astra video series. And after I released that ancestral belief, my stomach felt calmer. It didn't feel all bunched up in knots. And I thought, wow, like talk about everything being connected and everything being energy. Wow. So wow was actually the first word I ever said as an infant. My mom reports. She was holding me and I was looking up into her eyes and I just went, wow. I love that story. I thought, yeah, yep. So that's that. And then from there, I created an affirmation for myself so that I would always, stay. I would never allow that energy back in, always stay in my new mode. Rather than I don't deserve nice things, my new affirmation is I deserve nice things. And I've been saying it on and off today. And so yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. So I wanted to do a little ancestral healing journey, just a quickie. It's not going to take long. But again, please be in a meditative space and quiet space and make sure, you have no distractions and that you're not doing something where you need to be fully 100% aware of what you're doing. So, okay, I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm not wearing my reading glasses. So, okay, I think that's it. I hope. There I go. Okay. So just sit comfortably and kind of get your body situated. You can do some shoulder rolls and hip rolls and wrist rolls and ankle rolls, head and neck rolls, and just kind of get everything kind of like loose and fancy free. Okay, and then take 3 deep breaths, both in and out through the nose, starting now. Okay. Now I want you to do a scan of your body. Just feeling over every area of your body and asking it to show you if there's any sort of block or information being held in any specific part of your body right now at this moment. And once you've discovered the part of your body that is holding this information for you or holding a block, some sort of block or challenge, I want you to ask, is this an ancestral belief that I'm ready to let go of? If the answer is yes, which it likely will be because that's the intention of this exercise, I want you to ask, what is this belief that I've been holding on to? What is this ancient or ancestral belief or belief system that I've been holding on to? And now, once you have the belief or the message of the belief, You can either do what I did, which is to say, does this come from my mother's side or my father's side? And then whichever one that is, from their mother's side or their father's side, and then whichever one that is, see how far it goes back and keep going, their mother's side or their mother's side. Once you get to the point that is the actual source of this belief that's been handed down to you through the generations, you'll have an intuitive hit. You'll feel a feeling in your body, or you'll just have a sudden knowing, or your ear will pop, or you'll sneeze. I mean, whatever way you receive your intuitive information, your own intuitive information, your unique intuitive info receiving mode or tool, you'll just know. And so when you get to the source of the belief, you can say, I now release you from my system. I now release you from my energy. I now release you from my whole being. Oh, and in my case, Ganesh, the Hindu god who is the remover of obstacles, came in and cleaned up that energy, took it away for good. I made sure I said, you're taking it away forever. And he said, yes, I am. So you can call on Ganesh to clean up that ancient or passed on belief system for good, forever, from your being, never to return again. Ganesh is the one who has the elephant head. When I was really young, those pictures of him used to kind of freak me out, but now I really love him. I think I always loved him. I just didn't really know what was happening with his elephant head, but now I know. So having Ganesh clean up that energy for you, he might show it to you as he's vacuuming it up, or simply scooping it in his hands and carrying it away, or using a little broom and dustpan. Whatever comes to you is the right thing. When it comes to intuitive and energy work, there's no wrong way. Your way is the right way for you. And now do a body check again. See if that area feels lighter. See if you feel any different. Do your shoulder movements and shoulder motions. And slowly come back to your body. Slowly come back to the room. Do a couple deep cleansing breaths. You can say, I am grounded in my body. I am grounded to the earth. Woo, shake it out. Come back. And now, whatever that ancestral belief was, the unhelpful one that you just let go of, that you released forever, use that and reverse it to create your new affirmation. Like my held on belief was, I don't deserve nice things. I reversed it and created my new affirmation. I deserve nice things. So if your belief was, people in my family don't make a lot of money, not only reverse it, but let go of everyone else and make it yours. I make a lot of money. I make a lot of money. I make a lot of money. So then whatever it is for you, you have your new affirmation, and you've decreed that old ancestral belief has gone away forever, never to return to your being ever again. Amen. And I was debating on whether or not to come back on camera, but I don't think so. I feel like ending on this sort of neutral, beautiful, level playing field here. And I do want to know how this ancestral belief release energy meditation exercise has gone for you. And you would love to know what your affirmation is as well. So you can leave your comments below, or just email me and let me know. Get a hold of me somehow. All right. Thank you very much for being here. I'm so excited to hear how this went for you. Bye-bye.